So here's some nice feldspar, some Feldspar, and you see the cleavages here and the crystal faces. And the feldspar was mined from the 1790s really strongly, because this is when porcelain became really fashionable as dishware, but also the Swedish stoves became fashionable. At that point, they replaced iron stoves with these tiled stoves, which you see in Linné's house and places like that. And they have been, they're more comfortable to work with, and they're less dangerous for burning. And this suddenly became a huge demand. And this is when the quarry was really going strong. Because when Arrhenius came here to pick up the what was later called the gadoliniite, the quarry was actually considered an old quarry. He came into an old quarry in 1787, and then in the 1790s the quarry really picked up again because a different mineral was asked for on the market, and that was the feldspar. So this was the economic side of the quarry, and it was worked until the 1930s actually, and then it became less important because other sources became the other sources pushed on the market. Gustavsberg, one of the famous Swedish porcelain maker, owned the quarry for quite some time, but then it was changing hands. Other companies owned it afterwards. But thinking that some of the dishware that was produced by Gustavsberg might actually have come from here, if you find some old pieces, and could potentially even be a little radioactive because of the other minerals here in the quarry. It gives me a certain amount of amusement. And if you find some at some antique shop or at some flea market, then be aware of that. If it comes from the early 1800s, it likely has some material from this quarry.